What's going on, everybody? It is Sparks Comics here. It's time to talk about this week's indie comics on Final Order Cutoff. As you notice, the background's a little different. I am working on rearranging stuff in my office right now, so a little bit of a plain background today, but that is okay because we are focused on the comics that we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to start out again with some number ones. Maybe got a little bit of an original graphic novel in here that I think you guys should check out. And then we're going to go through ongoing books that are on Final Order Cutoff. Of course, as always, the cutoff date for the indie comics coming through Diamond is going to be on Monday. That's going to be October 3rd this week. And anything, if it's IDW, anything Marvel, anything Lunar, coming from the Lunar catalogs of DC, if you're ordering that stuff, the shop is going to be getting that in probably by Sunday. Unless they order their Diamond books directly through the Penguin ordering. My shop does stuff mostly through Diamond, just because they don't trust the Penguin shipping process. So most of their stuff they have to put in by Sunday if it's IDW or Marvel. And now Dark Horse is going to be joining that process as well. So let's get into this. First up, from Image Comics, we have a trade paperback original graphic novel here. It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth from Zoe Thorogood. This is probably, probably one of the favorite things that I've been looking forward to for a while. She's been posting the process of this on Instagram, kind of showing pages as she's been going along. There's a mix of black and white, colored art, and it's a autobiographic discussion on mental health, and it's an intimate meta narrative. Looks into the life of a selfish artist who must create for her own survival. Poignant slice of lifestyle, perfect for fans of Adrian Tomine's The Loneliness of the Long Distance Cartoonist. It just looks really cool. I love her artwork, and so for me, this is a must-grab book, and it is coming out November 9th. I think some of these other things that are on Final Order Cutoff come out a little bit sooner. Maybe we got a mix. November 9th, October 26th on these. Speaking of books coming out October 26th that are on Final Order Cutoff, we're going to go over to Source Point Press for a one-shot from Jonathan Hedrick and Stefano Cartacelli, Caffeinated Hearts. This was a Kickstarter book that Jonathan did. I have it. I've read it. I love it. It is also slice of life, but like slice of life in a coffee shop in a steampunk world. And Stefano Cartacelli's artwork is out of this world. Jonathan's storytelling, as always, is awesome. And I really enjoyed this book. Perfect for coffee fans. Perfect for fans of slice of life books. Go check this out. Is on Final Order Cutoff this week, so don't miss your order. Coming from Source Point Press. Going over to Sumerian Comics, we've got a new number one here called Purple Oblivion. Number 1 of 4 from E&E Pliskin and Diego Simone, from the creators of Heavy Metal Drummer. Jessica Knott, dominatrix, disciplinarian, fetishist, sadist goddess, or at least that's what her business card says. Enter Peter, a young man who just found this card and is about to let his curiosity get him into a situation that begins with a cult but ends with something much more sinister. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I've read the graphic novel version of this. I think that was how it originally was released through Behemoth Comics, and now in this new Sumerian, they're re-releasing this as single issues. So I may pick up a number 1 on this one, but since I have already read it and I'm trying to find ways to save money, I'm not going to fully pick up the series just from that perspective. But I think everyone should check it out because I really enjoyed it. It is weird. If you liked Heavy Metal Drummer, you're going to like this one. So check this out. Those are our number 1s and graphic novel picks. Coming into continuing series, Flawed number 2 from Image Comics from Chuck Brown and Prenzy. Flawed number 1 was fantastic. I love it. I agree with I think it was Frasier meets The Punisher was the comparison, and totally on point there. After torturing and publicly displaying the monstrous and seemingly immortal serial killer only known as Skinwalker, Jem finds herself a target of Setham's nefarious elite. Among them is the twisted Mr. Higgs, who doesn't appreciate Jem jeopardizing the youth and riches of Skinwalker's immortal blood provides him. Now, Jem faces overwhelming odds in a conflict that will force her to question her unconventional methods and confront the looming traumas of her past. So what's hidden under the surface there? Another number 2 from Image. This one coming from Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman. We've got Vanish number 2. Meet Deacon Dust, master illusionist and Oliver Harrison's close childhood friend. Why is this arrogant charmer coming into focus, and what does the superhero team, the Prestige, have to do with it all? Oliver's past continues to come back and haunt him as the latest chapter of Vanish unfolds. I came into Vanish kind of holding no expectations and absolutely loved where they went with that story and the creation of the world that we've seen going on, and the kind of the intriguing flip of like, okay, these guys were bad guys, but in the human world they're acting as these protectors and superheroes. So now he has to be the bad guy to take them down. Just fantastic. Really enjoyed this. So check it out. If you're into a kind of dark take on superheroes, which I know we've got a lot of those, but it's more than just superheroes. It's more like magic, but using that magic as a power, hero power. Going over to the Boom Studios, we got issue 10 of House of Slaughter, James Tynion IV, Sam Johns, Werther Delader, Letizia Cardanici. And, this has been, I think, some of my favorite stuff that's been going on recently with the Slaughterverse. And the Scarlet arc is just fantastic. Edwin is a really interesting character. Edwin's past is starting to kind of make sense into the fold of what's going on now in his present. What's a little bit different maybe about his monster that he has, his monster avatar kind of thing. And now he's going to be coming back to the House of Slaughter after hopefully defeating this other monster. His problems might just be beginning. New horrors loom in the next chapter of the epic adventure from the world of Something is Killing the Children. So it looks like this may be setting up the next arc here. I'm wondering if we're going to stick with Edwin for a little bit. I think he's a character worth exploring. It sounds like he came into the house the same time as Erica did, so there could be some level of rivalry that could happen in there. Issue 11 is so far not solicited, so to me that means that we're going to have a little break, just like they do with arcs of Something's Killing the Children. So I'm excited to see where this world goes next. I'm all in on continuing with this world for as long as they want to create it. So for me, it's like, Black Hammer was a world that a lot of people got really into and would read everything from. And so this is my Black Hammer, I feel like. I do want to check out Black Hammer and have not gotten to yet, but it's on the long list of things that I want to read. But let's go down the list. We're going into the comics and graphic novels section. We got End After End, issue number 3 from Tim Daniel and D.B. Andry, as well as Sunando C. on the artwork, Kurt Michael Russell on the colors, Jim Campbell on the letters. Fabled relic of unimaginable power falls into Walt's grasp, a sign his journey to becoming a hero has begun. Or perhaps he will discover that the tighter he holds on to his dream, the more it slips from his fingers. Fate, destiny, providence, these things cannot be shaped by hand or force of will. Or so we're told. This one, this is November 2nd on release for that one. So in the middle of all these other ones. But first 2 issues, fantastic. I love this whole idea of the end after end, where you get to try to be a hero in this fantasy world. That speaks to me a little bit. And it seems like we're about to maybe have a take on the hero's journey going on here. We kind of already have a little bit of the elements in place. So now maybe this is the call to action here with getting this relic that he gets at the end of issue 2. Also from Vault, we got Heart Eyes number 3 from Dennis Hopeless and Victor Ibanez. With Lupe's monstrous secret reveal, a brand new threat looms large. Trust is hard to come by as this apocalyptic love story threatens to go nuclear because someone is always watching. I love the cover of this, though. I'm forgetting the movie, but Doctor Strangelove, I believe, with and writing the missile down. Love that. I love that cover. Fantastic. This one also coming out November 2nd. Really emotional story so far. Lots of, I feel like there's trauma linked to Lupe and the monsters that are going on in this city. So definitely recommend checking this one out as well. Moving over to another one from Sumerian Comics on FOC this week. We got Kingdom Come Deliverance, number 404. Issue 3 has not hit shops yet. Maybe it's coming this week. But Brett Murphy, Wilson Gandolfo are a great team of creators. And this story, of course, tying into the video game Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I've been really enjoying it, even though I haven't ever played past like the first 10 minutes of the game. So Sir Hugo's life is in the hands of King Sigismund. Will King Sigismund show mercy, or will he seek revenge? Meanwhile, the bandit camp at Pribyslavitz, has been discovered by one of Sir Radzig's men. Our bloody journey comes to an end in the series finale, Death Among Us. Speaking of Sumerian Comics, we're going over to issue number 3 of Popstar Assassin Volume 2. Issue 2, not hit shops yet. Issue 1 just hit shops like 2 weeks ago. Ed Laval writing this, art by Marcelo Basile. The cavalry arrives in a beat-up RV to save the day. Flamethrowers and gasoline are a dangerous mix. TT and Norma get the hell out of Dodge, and then things get really weird. It's sex, drugs, and robots 70s style as the face-melting, cigarette-smoking, fire-filled smash hit continues. It's definitely a fun ride. There's a lot going on in this comic, though, so occasionally I don't know who the characters are, because I feel like this, to me, is one that I need to like go back and reread everything all together, and then it'll flow super well. But I'm enjoying the action, and the ideas thrown out into this comic are fantastic. Lastly on my list here is Potions, Inc. number 5 of 5 from Mad Cave Studios. Written by Eric Burnham, art by Stelladia, Natasha Alterici doing the cover A, and this is the conclusion to this epic like world mashing comic here. We've got a magical world, and they have come into the real world here, and wizard Canavan Goras has everything he needs to steal Earth's magic, a spell that may destroy Earth in the process, and the only ones who can stop him are Rand Jones, who has always had trouble focusing his magic, and Jen Garcia, a special agent from the FBI. With a little luck and a little magic, they might be able to save the day. At the first issue of this, I wasn't 100% sure. Second issue just sold it for me completely. I love the fact that we have this cross from a magical world into the real world. I really think that adds a little bit of a more immersive element to the story. So fantastic. Another hit from Mad Cave Studios. If you haven't checked it out, maybe get that trade paperback when it comes out, or go back and pick up all the issues. I'm sure shops still have some of these around. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching this. Sorry it's a little late posting this one, but been working on this and wanted to try to get something in the background before I started, but here we are. So thanks as always. Collect what you love. See you next time.